Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR and main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Discord server, meme group, Facebook group, Twittering, and Instagram. But yes, YouTube is becoming a bit more tavern-like. So I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but this was like beginning of the year. I was like, I want to start doing some YouTubes. I need to get more involved in YouTube. That's why I started sharing this podcast on YouTube. But it's just an audio feed, and it's a visual of the episode art. But I want to actually do some videos that are made for YouTube, things that don't work so well in the written word, because my primary or my oldest way of communicating with the gaming community has been the blog, tenkarstavern.com. And I've been doing that for over 10 years now. But certain things work better with the spoken word. That's why I do the podcast. The podcast has been going on for 2.5 years. And it's been more successful than I could have ever have dreamed, let alone hoped for. So thank you all. But again, certain things don't work on a podcast. I can't flip through a book and take pictures of it and show it to you on a podcast. Doesn't work, doesn't convey very well. One of the features that I used to do on the blog was a feature I called Games from the Basement. And it started because I literally went into the basement here where some of my game books have been stored for years. I found my Munster manual got gray oozed. It was disgusting. But I saved other stuff, and I realized that I have some forgotten treasures, not just there, but in the closet, stuff that has been in my gaming collection since the 80s. All right, so, quote, collectible, even though they don't have so much intrinsic value to them monetarily, they have a lot of sentimental value, to me especially, but I'm sure to other gamers too. And I was going to try to bring that feature back on the blog, and then I realized, that probably works better as a visual with audio. It works. I communicate sentimental, emotional, frustration, whatever, better, I think, in the spoken word. I can do certain things. I think the news and recent releases and all that stuff work fine on the blog side. But there's other information that I feel needs to get shared with the spoken word. But sometimes it needs spoken word with a visual aspect. Therefore, we have YouTube. So there's going to be an intermingling of sorts, all right? So here's the game plan, just so you all listeners know that you're losing nothing, by the way. The podcast is going to be just as strong, if not stronger from this. But there's going to be additional material that might not come to the podcast, just like blog posts don't come to the podcast. Games from the Basement, again, it's a visual and spoken combination of stuff. I don't know how well that will convert to just spoken, if it loses the visual. I may try sharing some of that stuff as bonus episodes. They won't count as a regular episode. They might count as a bonus episode, and we'll see how that works. By the way, I'm it's like I'm Italian right now. No offense to my Italian friends and listeners, but my hands are doing a whole Italian New York thing going on right now. But and you'll see that, by the way, when I start doing YouTube videos. I'm sure they'll be thrilled. But we're going to be doing that. Also, I would like to record at least 2 episodes a week of this podcast live streamed on YouTube. And now somebody's going to go, well, why would you want to do that? Because it means that as I'm saying this, I can see reactions and comments real time from people listening in real time, and I can get that feedback and I can answer questions or whatnot. And I think that it'll actually make the podcast better. If it's really successful, maybe we'll do it more often. But I'm aiming for a morning slot and an evening slot to accommodate people with different schedules. Not everybody is like me at home, retired. But the other thing that I think is really exciting me is that I'm going to do the Fireside Chats, which I've been doing on Discord. I think I want to migrate them over to I'm having a brain for it. Migrate them over to YouTube so we can get live feedback on them. I think that would be invaluable. So it's youtube.com/. I want me to say /, right? Isn't it just a slash? I mean, it's the default slash. There's no / on your keyboard that you can default to, right? So, but in any case, youtube.com/Eric Tenkar, ERIKTENKAR. That'll take you to the channel. Subscribe. Cost you nothing. And this way you'll get notifications. You'll get warnings when warnings. Oh my God, Eric's doing a live stream. I got to avoid that. Now you'll get a heads up that we're doing a live stream. I'm going to try to make sure that this stuff gets mentioned on the blog side, on the podcast side, especially initially. Right? But what I want to do is, once it gets started, once we get when I say we, it's me and you, okay, myself and the listeners. Once we get into a rhythm, I want to ensure that the day and time is consistent. So picking times out of my hiney, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. would be the daytime slot, and I don't know, Fridays at 8 p.m. would be the evening slot. And then everybody knows, oh, all right, well, I'm going to do, let me catch up the Tavern's live stream. And maybe I'll make a comment. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be just another way for the community to come together. So, please, I think I got 113 subscribers as of today. I'd like to see that increase. So, Tenkar's Tavern. Oh, no. YouTube.com/Eric Tenkar. Yeah, Tenkar's Tavern is it's a blog. I'm losing my mind, folks. I am. Now, is there other stuff I should be involved with too? Yes, I'm juggling both. Like I said, this is a ball that I've been meaning to put into play since the beginning of the year, since before TotalCon, and then so now I'm back in the saddle. We're back up and running. All right, folks. We're in the world of COVID, right? Pandemic. Use your common sense. Keep yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones safe and healthy. If you need guidance beyond your own common sense, seek medical advice from somebody in the field that you trust. Ignore those talking heads. Be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. And I will talk with you all, God willing, manana. Tomorrow's Friday, Gamers Health. I gotta reach out to Joe. Hopefully, Joe the lawyer will guest this. All right, folks. On that note, we're out of here.